I'm Dr. Nelson, your physical therapist, and today we'll be covering the injury on two-time NBA MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo. So last night, Antetokounmpo sustained an injury in his right lower extremity. So as you look up at this video, you notice that he is coming out from the sideline, and up on doing so, he fell onto the floor. Right, but this is unusual because what they say he is sustained is a right calf strain. However, this is not the classical presentation of what it would look like when you sustain a strain. Usually you're pushing off with more force than what Antetokounmpo was during this. It seemed like he put a lot of stress through his right calf musculature, or gastrocnemius for medical terms. So as he's walking out, you can see that he places the weight on his left lower extremity, and he doesn't really push off as much on his right lower extremity. And usually when you have a Achilles uh, injury, what happens is the individual usually looks behind them because they're thinking, whoa, what is that? Or did someone hit into me? Or what's that in my ankle? However, instead of doing that, he looks down on his right lower extremity. And that is unusual for an individual who has an Achilles injury. Usually with his Achilles injury, it's similar to Jason Tatum when he had his injury. He stopped and he was moving forward, or Damian Lillard. But this one is not the classic classification of what you would suspect from a strain, or even more severely an Achilles injury. So we're just waiting on the MRI. The staff is undergoing an MRI right now to see more of what is going on. Maybe it could be some vascular issues. We don't know at this point. But it doesn't seem to be as severe from my hypothesis, from what I'm looking at, and hopefully he could get back as quick as possible. Like I stated earlier, there's a lot of trade rumors with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and having an injury at this point would really affect him on the market and how he's being traded and the value that he's worth, because he's had previous injury from before. So this just stacks on the resume of injuries that he has been sustaining throughout his career. And this might be risky for another team to pick him up. Hopefully they don't trade him because he means so much to the NBA, and hopefully he gets back as soon as possible. This is Dr. Nelson, your physical therapist, tuning out. Peace.